Hello everyone, I'm your hostess with the mostest 8-second gaming. In today's video, we are going to be talking about the 3 best legends that you are going to be wanting to use if you are solo queuing. Solo queuing is difficult, so you don't want to put yourself behind any further by using the wrong types of legends. But don't worry, I've got you covered, so let's jump into this. But just quickly, if you guys enjoy this video and you want to see more from my channel, please hit that like and subscribe button. The more people that do that, the more YouTube pushes this into the algorithm, the more people see it, I can get monetized, I can start to make money, hire an editor, and make better content for you guys. So it helps a lot. But with that covered, let's actually start talking about the legends. And the first one that I want to talk about is going to be Valkyrie. Now, going into this split, Valkyrie did receive some insane changes that makes her a lot better. Valkyrie used to be an absolute powerhouse, and you had to have her on your team or you are at a massive disadvantage. But she received quite a few nerfs, and then the evac towers got introduced, and she just kind of fell out of the meta because you didn't need her anymore and the meta was speeding up a little bit. But now we're actually seeing some changes in the meta where it's not just a complete and total ape fest. There is still some aping, but it's also to the point where Valkyrie can deal with it. And with the changes to the passive perk, Valkyrie is now actually back at a spot where she is super viable in the meta. And as a solo queuer, she offers you a ton because Valkyrie allows you to dictate to your team what you are going to do and where you are going to rotate. I think a lot of people know that such a big struggle with solo queuing is your teammates are just running off and doing whatever they want to do. It's hard to keep everyone on the same page. But with Valkyrie, you can pop your ult and say, hey, you know what? We're going to fly to zone. We're going to rotate. We're going to get a safe spot and we're going to go for some placement points. Or maybe you want to pop your ultimate and chase down a team that was running away from you to secure some more KP. Valkyrie just puts you in the driver's seat and allows you to tell your team where you're going, when you're going, and how you're going. That is a huge, crucial part for solo queuing, and that's why I love Valkyrie a lot right now. But she has even more than that to offer her team because she also does have her rockets, and those are another great piece of equipment for you. Not only are they useful because they do stun people and can allow you to get a nice little push off on someone, but it also helps you secure more KP for yourself. If your teammate is running someone down and you haven't been able to get a tag on them, you can just throw your rockets out, hit them a little bit, and now you get that KP. And I know if your teammate was going to kill them anyway, you'll get the participation KP, but that's not as good as actually getting a kill or assist. And those little points matter, especially when you are solo queuing, because solo queuing is all about the numbers. Every tiny little bit that you can squeeze out is super important. So that's why I really like Valkyrie's abilities, because they just help you so much in the long run. But now we can move on into our next legend, and that is going to be Vantage. Now, for people that have been paying attention to me for a while, especially over on the Game Leap channel, you'll know that I have been a pretty big fan of Vantage even before she got her buffs. As a solo queue player, Vantage was pretty much the go-to pick for me because she had so much available in her toolkit. And now with the buffs that Season 22 brought to Vantage, she's even better, and right now she is actually such a slept-on solo queue legend. She's not really necessarily slept on in the meta because I think a lot of people understand how good Vantage can be, but she's slept on as a solo queue legend because not a lot of people understand the mobility and the freedom and just everything that she gives to a solo queuer. Starting off, I want to talk about the flexibility that she offers your loadout, because right now shotguns are king. You have to be running Mozambiques if you want to actually get anywhere in the game, and Vantage works really well with the shotguns, but she also has a lot of flexibility in terms of her secondary, because if you want to, you can run a shotgun and an SMG on her because her medium and long range is covered with her ultimate. Alternatively, you can run an assault rifle that isn't quite as good in long range, but still absolutely murders people in the medium and close ranges, like a flatline. Flatline at long range is absolutely horrible. It has too much recoil. You're not going to be able to control it unless you're an actual god at this game, and it does fall off in those areas. But with Vantage's sniper rifle, it doesn't matter because you just have that slot already covered. The flexibility in your loadout that she offers is just very, very crucial, and I love that about her kit because no matter what range you and your team are fighting in, you have options available to you and you're never really lacking. Next up, she has a great tool to get in and out of fights with Echo. The changes that they made to Echo so that now it actually kind of forces you to jump to Echo even if you lose line of sight is insane because you can make some incredible getaways with it. And if once you get your purple perk, once you're getting the reset every single time that you hit somebody with your ultimate sniper rifle, you're going to be able to jump, hit somebody, jump, hit somebody, jump, hit somebody. It's going to be absolutely key for you as a solo queuer because you're never going to be stuck in the same spot. A big part of solo queuing is being able to get out of a fight if things go south. You never really want to go down with the ship if your teammates are losing a fight. And Vantage allows you to get out of those fights incredibly easily, especially with how much movement she has with the ultimate resetting it. And now talking about the actual ultimate itself, the sniper rifle is a powerhouse right now. I think everyone knows or kind of understands how good that sniper rifle is. If you see that Valkyrie laser pointing at you, you get scared. And for good reason. The sniper rifle is just insanely strong, and because it's so strong, it can help you pick up so many extra kills. And like I mentioned with Valkyrie, getting extra kills goes such a long way in solo queuing. Every single little bit that you can squeeze out of your games is incredibly important. So I'm going to say it a bunch of times because it's important. When you and your team are just kind of doing your own thing, maybe you're holding a spot in zone, maybe you're rotating, you hear some fighting going on, you look with the sniper rifle, you two-tap somebody, you secure a kill, you get extra KP, it's just a great option for you. I love Vantage. It's one of my go-to characters when I'm solo queuing. I think you guys should check it out. But the last one that we're going to be talking about is my boy Newcastle. I have been on the Newcastle train for seasons now. Ever since Newcastle came out, I have been telling people that he is a strong legend. You need to understand this. You need to learn him. He opens up so many different options and opportunities and spots for your team to play, and nobody believed me. But now, here we are in a heavy Newcastle meta because people are starting to finally realize how good of a legend Newcastle actually is. And for solo queuers, he's actually one of the best legends because he is a support legend that doesn't play like a support legend in some scenarios. Newcastle has the freedom that no other support legend really does, and that is the ability to play split from their team. Newcastle can take aggressive off angles. He can get singled out potentially. He can play in these aggressive spots that support legends typically shouldn't be playing in because he has his ultimate. If you get caught out, or if you start to get swung, or if you get soloed out, or something like that happens, all you have to do is activate your ultimate, jump to your team, you're back with your teammates in a spot that you have fully just sealed up and fortified, ready to go for you to either reset, heal up, or just push the fight from there. And if they try to nade you out, guess what? It's electrified. They can't nade you out. If they try to push you, your teammates are there. They're ready to fire. They're ready to cover you. If your teammates go down, you have the best revive in the game to drag them out of cover. And you can even play that. You can start to revive somebody, cancel it, shoot somebody, start to revive your teammate again, get the shield. You can do so many different little tricks with Newcastle. And he offers so much mobility with his team as well, because it's not a spot where you actually have to play sort of like a Gibraltar or a Rampart. Once they use their utility, you have to be stationary with it. But with Newcastle, when he starts to lock down an area, he can still be somewhat mobile because if he's using his tactical, he can move it. But with the ultimate, you can still kind of be playing in and around it a little bit because it does offer some nice protection. He just allows a lot more flexibility. And a huge thing is he is a support legend, so your team now has the ability to craft banners if any of you die. You don't have to risk yourself going back in to try and grab the banner off a death box and still make it away. Now, I am one of the people that do think that crafting banners should only be accessible to these support legends, kind of like how the assault bins can only be opened up by assault legends, support bins can only be opened up by supports. It should be the same thing with the banners, but until Respawn changes that or does anything with it, you can still take full advantage of it. There's a reason that Newcastle is seeing a major spike in his play rate, and it's because he's just an absolute beast. And especially if you like to be a support style player, you should definitely check him out as a solo queuer because he will unlock so much different potential for you. But let me know who your favorite solo queue legend is in the comments down below. And again, if you guys like this video and want to see more from my channel, please hit that like and subscribe button. I cannot tell you guys actually how much it means to this channel when you guys do that. Thank you all for watching. Once again, I'm 8 Second Gaming. I'll see you guys in the next one.